Good morning, everyone. This is Ben Jones from Bronson Coffee Roasters, hanging out again on this Friday morning here in my coffee workshop, or my workshop where I make coffee. I don't know what exactly how exactly to classify it. It is a workshop. I make coffee, but I'm not always in my workshop. There are some times when I get out into the world and move about. I really do miss doing that in a larger capacity. So, begs the question, how do you drink really good coffee when you're out on the road? I'm not a big fan of best of lists. I think there are an awful lot of personal preferences, different levels of energy people want to put into their travel coffee and various other things. But what I will do is I'll offer up, I have 3 things I'm thinking of today that are incredibly great options. 4 if you count a good drive-through or a nice coffee shop that you can find on the road. The first thing that comes to mind when we're talking about traveling coffee brewers is the AeroPress. Naturally, it's compact, durable because it's this really great plastic material. Super easy to use. You can get hot water anywhere, not infrequently, and maybe I'll do this on another video. At airports, this is one of my favorite ways to brew coffee. Just get a cup of hot water from the local shop and go make yourself your own little AeroPress. Kind of fun. I'll do that on another video. That sounds fun. The other thing that's just real easy to travel with is just a Melitta Cone. It's a little bit more of a setup. You have to, it's not quite as compact as the AeroPress. It has the filter packs that are a little bit less convenient to travel with, but it works really well. I suppose if you're going to go with a pour over, you could also include one of the metal Kalitas, and it travels well. And both the Melitta and the Kalita, they're going to be a little bit more labor intensive for traveling. I would definitely travel with one of those if I was going to be doing all, Airbnbs, hotels, things of that sort. If you're wanting to stop on a road trip at a rest stop or at a truck stop, gas station, the AeroPress is going to work really well for you in the parking lot. Piece of cake. Camping, backpacking, hiking, those sorts of things, the AeroPress is a really great option. And then if you want to have a really good cup of coffee with incredibly low effort, we often see low effort conveniences paired with really negative environmental effects. I'm thinking about pod machines. Not a big fan of them. If you like them, great, that's fine. But the amount of waste that a pod machine generates is incredible. Those little pods, if you're buying the plastic ones over and over again, they say they're recyclable. A lot of plastics that we use aren't truly recyclable, or the end user doesn't recycle them. So there is a ton of needless pod garbage. Personally, I also don't like the quality of cup you get out of a pod machine. But Batter from Bronson just put out a new product. We've had the steep before, but now we have it with our organic fair trade French roast. So this is pretty cool. The French roast coffee I've mentioned in other videos, that when you go with a little bit darker roast, the solubility increases. So with this French roast, has a little more development on the bean. We're getting a lot of solubility. So our water temperature when we're traveling isn't as crucial. I want to point out something here because I mentioned the environmental impacts. This is 100% compostable. The Steeped company that we've partnered with to make these, it's a food grade and biodegradable glue that holds the string to the biodegradable sachet, and same thing with the tag. This is a giant tea bag with coffee in it. Steeped uses a proprietary grinding process and particulate size, and then they figured out how to do that exactly to get a good cup of coffee. And all you need to do to make it, just like making a cup of bag tea, We're just going to pour that in. I'm just going to bring it up to the a little over the 10-ounce line because I'm doing this for my favorite diner mug. One thing that these will benefit from more than not is some agitation. Get in there and really let that stir. Make sure that all your grounds get wet. I would add, if you're going to travel, grab that AeroPress paddle, some type of nice little stirring device. That lets you really shake out all that flavor. Make sure all your grounds are wet. And it just needs a 5-minute steep. Pretty great. When you're done, that can go into the compost, and it turns right back into dirt. We don't have plastic sitting in, more plastic sitting in the landfills or roadside. Hopefully not roadside. That's it. Piece of cake. Added bonus, the wrapper is also fully compostable. So that's just a really great option. And this one in particular, we did maintain the organic nature of the bean, so we're still using the organic French roast. It is fair trade certified, shade grown. It's good for the environment, good for the people who grow it, good for our taste buds. Yeah, I like traveling with things that are real easy to use, specifically ones that can get away with a lower temperature. The French roast steeped meets that mark. Also the AeroPress, which is great. So, all right, so I think I need to get myself a little travel cup, and then I can show you how I do an airport AeroPress. All right, so thanks for joining me. It's Friday, the 2nd day of April. We've got a nice cup of coffee going here. It needs a few more minutes. I'm not gonna make you sit and watch my cup of coffee brew. So, short video today. Come back on Monday and we'll do this again.